Hi, this is Eric with Easy Vaping, here to bring you honest reviews. And today I'd like to talk about the TFV4 Mini Black Edition. And in my opinion, not just a smaller version of the TFV4, but an updated version, a new version, a better version. Let's drop down, I'll tell you all about it. So here we are with the Smok TFV4 Mini unboxing. That's the front of it here. It's talking about the Clapton Coils. Here, so you can download their smart BEC app, which is always problematic. Here you have all your specifications and dimensions. Alright, so we have the Clapton dual core coil, we have the sextuple core coil, and we have the rebuildable Clapton coil, although you can put whatever kind of coil you wish in there. And the spare Pyrex glass. So we remove this here, and we open this up here. Alright, here we are. Look at that beauty. We'll get back to that in a little bit. Alright, so here we have some information. This card here is about proper use of your coil, how you need to juice it properly. If you want, you can pause and read this. On the back side, this is a quality control, basically a verification tag. And here you have a little manual about the coil head and the tank itself. Pretty nice pictures. They have color, fairly good information. And our last one here. This is about all of the options for coils that you have. Gotta love the options. Gives you a little something for everyone. Holy cow, you didn't think that was all of it, did you? Heck no. No, they give more options than anyone. Alright. Here we are. We have in the first bag spare seal here for the top of the tank. You can change out the red seals for black ones if you like. This right here is actually a can we focus, a Clapton coil, a little spare Clapton coil that you get. These O-rings right here, spare O-rings, and then this little guy right here, we'll get back to that in a little bit. And we have some nice nice cotton. Then you have a couple of vape bands here if you want to use these for the top of the tank to make sure that it doesn't open up in your pocket or whatever, or if you just like the aesthetics, or if you want to use it as kind of a bump guard. They sent a couple of these along. And then we have our screwdriver, and what a beefy screwdriver at that. Compared to the rest in the past, you know, the old blue ones and whatnot, this thing is a beast. And then here we have the TFS6. This is the septuple coil right here. And it's just 3 coils inside of here, but they're dual coils. So that's where they get the sextuple. You have some nice large wicking channels. You have 3 of them, I believe. Yes, 1, 2, and 3. Nice air holes down here. Great airflow, tons of airflow. And then we have our rebuildable coil right here, with just plenty of airflow as well. Decent wicking channels right here. And we'll open this up. This is the factory coil that's pre-installed. I have used this removed it and reinstalled it for this review right here. This coil that comes with it, just great flavor all around. These Clapton coils that they have come out with, wow. Wow, just amazing flavor. Not just good flavor, wow, just amazing flavor. Really happy with the flavor you get out of these things. Really clean right here. Didn't have any real sharp edges on anything. Everything was pretty decent on this. I really like this. And holy cow, I mean, how often have you had a coil be twisted or tweaked over a little bit because your screws are straight apart from each other? But this gives you the option to use one side over here for your coil and the other side over here, which gives you a straight coil across there. I mean, it just really straight, really easy to get it on here. I'm really happy with this. This thing works amazing. Best deck to get a coil on here for an RBA, I'd say. As far as temp control and getting its space nice and proper, and that's important. You want your spacing nice and even, and you don't want everything touching. So this right here allows you to get that, you see that nothing is touching here. Just a really good job. I mean, it's about time somebody did this with a deck and a tank. All right, so here we have the tank section, the part you've all been waiting for. All right, here we are. Let's get this up here. All right, so up top, we've got the new drip tip. What I mean by new is right down in here, the old version was all steel. This version now has brought some Pyrex to this tip. It has now has a Pyrex core. I think that enhances the flavor. I to be honest, thought their old drip tip kind of had a nasty flavor all in itself. I changed out the drip tip and I thought the tank had a better flavor to it. So I think they must had some feedback on that, and this was their solution, was to now put a Pyrex core in here. This is a dual O-ringed drip tip right here. They fit fairly snug. Right here you have 4 air hole slots going around. You can close them off all the way, which it's the way I run it. I prefer not to have any airflow at all. If I could choose it my way, I wish this was a little tighter tolerance on here, because every now and again a little bump open on me, and then I'll start having some air suck through the tip, and that's not my cup of tea. So then over here we have the tank. You can disassemble this. Top section and chimney section will come off right here. And to this, there's just the latch here that opens up, and then you have your seal here. Now, they've changed a little something from this, once again, from the old one to this one. The original version didn't have this little nub right here, and it didn't have the little hole down in there. So this nub now lines up with that hole to get this to maybe stay in place better so it doesn't move around. That might be the purpose. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure why they did that, but that's my best guess, to hold that in place better. Yeah. Now we have this section here that now this glass, I wanted to point out, just gets sandwiched between the two sections now. So as you see, when I pulled this apart, the glass stayed down here. So this isn't a tank that you're going to want to be doing this per se with juice in there so much. You want to get it as empty as you can, and if there is juice in there, you're going to want to hold the glass down to the top section and then unscrew the back side and pull it off like that, and then hold tension down, because once this is juiced up right here, right in here, once this is juiced up, this seems like it could come off a little too easy for my liking. That's me. I wasn't quite fond of how easy this can go on and off. And I wanted to point out that, can you see these chips? It kind of looks like watermarks, but those are actually chips. This is brand new. This is how it came. Well, it's not brand new. I've used this a bit, but this is how it came with these chips in here like this. Some more over on this side through here. Just little chips taken out of the glass. A little disappointing there. Let's give a little information about this here. Your tank glass, your Pyrex glass, comes out to be 1.5 millimeters, which converts over to 0.05 inches, which converts to 1/16. That's the thickness. The tank itself is 1 3/64 tall, 26.5 millimeters tall, or 1.043 inches tall. Now here we have our deck, our base section here with the sextuple, excuse me, not the sextuple, the Clapton dual coil. We have, get this out of here. We have four wicking channels on each side, and these kind of just run through inside of here, and then inside somewhere there's, because you can't see it obviously, so inside of here somewhere is your actual wicking holes that that we're not allowed to see. But it does work great. This is a used coil. I don't know, I ran about 15 tanks through this guy right here.
What?
Alright, so I grabbed a flashlight here, trying to give a little better view down inside of this coil. After that many tanks, the coil's a tiny bit gunked up. It actually looks worse through this picture than it does in person here, but it's not that bad. And the flavor, I want to talk about the flavor that this coil produces. When I first tried this coil, I was a bit jealous. I like to brag that I can build a heck of a coil, and that I always have a better flavor out of my coils than any factory coil I've ever tried. I kind of had to eat my words with this coil right here. I was really impressed. This coil was just extremely flavorful, really rich and sweet flavor that I was vaping through this thing. An impressive coil. I will give it that. I've tried a couple of their, not all of them, I've tried a couple of their other coils, not to be honest so impressed with them. Can they chuck some clouds? Heck yeah, tons of vapor. But I guess if I'd rather a little more flavor and then vapor. And this one did just both. Excellent. Just tons of flavor and tons of vapor. Really impressive little coil right here. All right, and then on the base here, we have the base O-ring right here. And that's earlier, I don't know if I mentioned that. We can swap these out for the black ones. So you can make this all black if you want. This whole tank can go black when you remove these red O-rings and replace them with the black ones that came in the goodies bag. Down here you have, kind of like the drip tip, you have 4 air slots in here. And what's extra special to me about this base section, which actually to me makes this a completely different tank than the original TFV4, is that I can now completely close off the airflow completely. See that? So here I have the base from the original TFV4, V4. And I just wanted to give you the example that if you wanted to close all the way off, oh, there we are, and you can't see it's open on one side and it's open on the other side. Come on. You know, this, when you fill a top fill tank design and you can't close off the juice flow control, there is no juice flow control, excuse me. You can't close any juice flow control, and you can't close your airflow control. What's going to happen when you fill it from the top? I'm someone that I like to vape some, you know, I build my own coils. When I vape them, I like to vape a nice, rich, wet vape. So I like my wick to be a really, really saturated wick. And that means putting the cotton a little looser at the wicking channels. Well, when you do that and you fill it from the top and you can't close off the air holes down here, or the no juice flow control, well, now that's going to cause leaking. Well, it looks like with this new one that, you know, maybe they were thinking of that, maybe they weren't, but obviously this is now able to be completely closed off. And it's fully adjustable, no clicky, nothing, just smooth. It's pretty snug. I kind of like that, so it holds in place pretty well. We'll jump down to the bottom here. We say TFV4 Mini, designed by Smok. No serial number down here. The 510 pin is protruding just a little bit. Give you guys a little side comparison right here with the original TFV4 to the new TFV4 Mini. Here we have it sitting next to the Crown tank. Pretty close in size. And here it is with the Kanger Pro Sub Tank right here. And here we have it sitting next to the OBS Creus. Quite a bit taller than that. And next to the Romomizer. And here we have all of them lined up. Alright, now that we dove down, we had a closer look. Let's sit back, have a vape, and talk about this a bit. Really good flavor, just excellent flavor off this tank. I'm really loving this tank. Definitely might be up there on my new favorite tank list. Start up top with the drip tip. Let's talk about that. The original one was all stainless steel and had a slight metallic flavor to it. Didn't really care for that. I mean, who would? Now they have this Pyrex insert in here. No more metallic flavor. Great flavor. Overall, definitely an improvement. We have the new seal that has a little dimple down here to help hold the seal in place. I didn't really have any issues per se with the old one, but not a bad idea, I guess. And then down below we have the airflow down here that can finally be closed all the way off, so you can fill this from the top with no worries of overflowing. Those are the improvements, or what I could almost say would make this separate from the original TFV4. This has surpassed that one by a lot, I would say. This is just, like I said, a whole new tank in my opinion. It's really good flavor, convenient, not a bad price. Like I said, the coils can be a bit expensive. They come out to about $21 for a 5-pack. Comes out to about $4.20 a coil. That might be a little too expensive for some of you guys, but it does come with the RBA, and it does come with some cotton, and it does come with an extra little hunk of the Clapton coil. So you can sit here and you can build a couple of your own coils in here, and even if you're a newbie that doesn't know anything about it, they give you enough that you can try it out and figure it out and get get that going in here, and maybe you start liking your own coils and building your own coils. Heck, maybe you don't buy the regular coils anymore, and you just start buying a roll of some Clapton wire if you like that. Either way, this gives you a lot of options. Like I said, just tons and tons of options, more options than any other tank on the market as far as coil heads go. And that new RBA section where you don't have to have your leads straight like this. You can have them offset. So now you're not trying to tweak your coil. It can just sit comfortable and straight. I mean, that's huge. That's really huge, especially in my opinion for the temp control. I love doing temp control. That's mostly what I vape on, and that makes it really convenient for me. All right, let's talk about the pros and cons. Con number one. The couple of chips that I had around the edges of this tank, not so fond of that. Con number two, and this is, it depends. Some of you may say this is a con, some of you may not. That the coils are somewhat on the more expensive side. For the new Clapton coils are some of their cheaper ones, believe it or not. The new Clapton coils, you can get a 5-pack for, I believe it's $21. On average, about that's what I saw. And per coil, that averages or breaks down to about $4.20 a coil. So that might be a little too expensive for some of you guys. Cons, that's all I really got. Let's go on to the pros. They redesigned that drip tip with the Pyrex insert, definitely a pro. They changed the airflow, definitely a pro. You got the top fill design on this tank with extreme ease, just extreme ease. You know, you can take this thing and fill it with one hand on here, one hand on here. You don't have to take the top off and find somewhere to set this and then do. No, you just slide that open. Open this up and fill. Take out and you are done. I'm just boom, done. So simple and easy. And you don't have to worry about dropping your cap, your whole top section here. It always stays right there. I find that so convenient, so convenient. Just love this top fill design. So let's go for the pro of, it's got lots of options. Holy cow, options. This tank has more coil head options than any other tank on the market. So whatever kind of vape you're looking for, a tighter draw, a more airy draw, a really high wattage vape, really hot, whatever you're looking for, you got it. And right now, I'd say my current favorite is probably the new Clapton coil that this tank came with. That's got to be my new favorite coil by Smok. Definitely. Thanks for joining me, Eric, on Easy Vaping, where I bring you honest reviews. If you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.